Do you ever find yourself stuck in your own head, analyzing every word you said, every decision you made, every possible outcome of a conversation long after it's over? Does your mind race with what-ifs until it feels like you are retrapped in a loop that you can't escape? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Overthinking is a common experience, but it can quietly steal your peace, drain your energy, and prevent you from living fully in the moment. In this video, we're going to explore the psychology of overthinking, why it happens, and most importantly, how you can stop analyzing everything and reclaim your mental freedom. But before we get started, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Pattrens. We share videos that uncover the hidden patterns in your mind, helping you understand yourself and the world better. And trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Overthinking starts with your mind's natural tendency to solve problems. Your brain is designed to anticipate challenges, predict outcomes, and analyze risks. This is a survival mechanism that has kept humans alive for thousands of years. However, in modern life, where threats are rarely life or death, this same mechanism can backfire. Instead of helping you, it creates a loop of constant mental activity that doesn't always lead to solutions. You may find yourself replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios, or second-guessing every choice. What was meant to be a tool for problem-solving becomes a trap that keeps you mentally stuck. A key reason overthinking persists is the fear of making mistakes. When your mind places immense value on getting things right, you start to overanalyze even small decisions. Choosing what to say in a text, how to act in a meeting, or whether to speak up in a conversation can suddenly feel like a high-stakes situation. This fear triggers a feedback loop. The more you analyze, the more anxious you feel, and the more anxious you feel, the harder it is to make a decision. Overthinking is, in many ways, your brain trying to protect you from failure or embarrassment, even if the risk is minor or imagined. Perfectionism often accompanies overthinking. Highly conscientious individuals, or those who have been conditioned to meet high standards, can get stuck in cycles of "I need to do this perfectly," or "I must consider every detail." While attention to detail can be a strength, it becomes a weakness when it keeps you from taking action. You might wait for the perfect moment to speak, the perfect choice to make, or the perfect plan to act on. Overthinking in these moments isn't about caution. It's about the illusion of control. Your brain wants certainty in an uncertain world, but certainty rarely exists. Another important factor is rumination, which is the habit of revisiting negative thoughts repeatedly. Rumination feeds overthinking by focusing on what went wrong, what could go wrong, or what others might think of you. This tendency can feel automatic and difficult to stop, like a record stuck on repeat. The problem is that rumination doesn't create solutions, it simply amplifies stress, increases anxiety, and reduces clarity. It keeps your mind busy without helping you move forward, leaving you exhausted and stuck in thought loops that seem impossible to escape. Overthinking also thrives on a lack of boundaries between thinking and action. When you analyze endlessly without taking steps, your mind becomes a factory of hypothetical scenarios. You imagine countless what-ifs that may never happen, and your brain treats them as if they are real problems to solve. The result is mental fatigue, decision paralysis, and a persistent sense of worry. Highly intelligent and reflective individuals may be particularly prone to this, as their minds naturally seek solutions to every problem they identify. So, how can you stop overthinking and regain control? The first step is awareness. Notice when you are overanalyzing and acknowledge it without judgment. Labeling the thought pattern as overthinking allows you to step back and separate yourself from it. Awareness is the first tool to break the cycle, because once you recognize the pattern, you can intervene before it spirals further. Next, practice setting boundaries for your thoughts. Give yourself a designated time to reflect and problem solve, and then move on to action. For example, allow yourself 10 minutes to think through a decision, then commit to making a choice and moving forward. This trains your brain to focus on solutions rather than endless possibilities. Limiting the time spent thinking prevents mental exhaustion and encourages proactive behavior. Another technique is journaling. Writing down your thoughts allows you to externalize them, making them tangible and easier to process. When you see your thoughts on paper, you can assess them more objectively and identify which concerns are realistic and which are imagined. Journaling creates distance between you and the mental loops, reducing anxiety and providing clarity on the next steps. Mindfulness and meditation are also highly effective in stopping overthinking. These practices teach you to observe your thoughts without attachment, noticing them as they arise and letting them pass without judgment. Mindfulness helps shift your focus from the hypothetical what-ifs to the present moment, grounding you in reality rather than imagined possibilities. Even short daily practices can retrain your brain to respond differently to stress and reduce the automatic pull of overthinking. Additionally, taking action, even imperfect action, can break the cycle. Overthinking often persists because nothing is resolved. By acting, you provide feedback to your brain that progress is being made. Action transforms abstract thought into concrete outcomes and diminishes the imagined power of problems that exist only in your mind. Small steps, repeated consistently, build confidence and reduce the urge to overanalyze. It's also important to cultivate self-compassion. Overthinking often comes from harsh self-criticism and fear of judgment. Remind yourself that making mistakes is part of being human, and that imperfection is acceptable. When you approach yourself with kindness rather than criticism, the need to overanalyze diminishes. You no longer feel compelled to control every outcome because you accept that uncertainty is a natural part of life. Another helpful strategy is to focus on what you can control and release what you cannot. Overthinking often targets areas outside of your influence: other people's thoughts, future uncertainties, or hypothetical scenarios. By redirecting your mental energy toward actions and decisions within your control, you reduce unnecessary mental load and increase a sense of agency. This shift creates mental clarity and reduces the relentless cycle of analysis. Social support also plays a crucial role. Talking through your thoughts with trusted friends, family, or mentors can help you gain perspective and avoid internal rumination. Verbalizing concerns allows you to hear them objectively and often reveals solutions that weren't apparent when you were thinking alone. Sharing your mental load lightens it and provides external validation and guidance. Finally, embracing imperfection and uncertainty is key. Life is inherently unpredictable, and overthinking stems from the desire to control what cannot be controlled. By accepting uncertainty as part of existence, you free your mind from the constant need to predict, analyze, and prepare for every scenario. This doesn't mean you stop thinking critically, it means you think strategically, take action, and let go of unnecessary mental clutter. Understanding the psychology of overthinking is empowering. It reveals that the habit is not a flaw, but a natural byproduct of a highly active, analytical mind. By recognizing triggers, implementing boundaries, practicing mindfulness, journaling, taking action, and cultivating self-compassion, you can reduce the cycle of overthinking and live more freely. Your mind is a tool, and with awareness, it can serve you rather than trap you. If this video has helped you, take a moment to like it and subscribe to Mind Patterns. We explore the hidden patterns in human thought, behavior, and psychology, giving you tools to understand yourself and others better. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an insight that can transform the way you think and live. Remember, overthinking doesn't have to control you. Awareness, action, and self-compassion are your allies. By applying these strategies, you can reclaim mental clarity, reduce stress, and engage with life fully instead of endlessly analyzing it. The next time you catch yourself spiraling into endless what-ifs, pause, breathe, and choose action. Your mind is powerful, and now you have the tools to let it work for you rather than against you. If you found this video valuable, comment below with the strategies you use to stop overthinking, or share a moment when overthinking held you back. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it today. The more we understand the hidden patterns of our minds, the more we can live intentionally, freely, and with clarity. At Mind Patterns, we're here to uncover these patterns with you, helping you navigate your thoughts and emotions in ways most people never notice.